Hi, my name is Sabrina Simmons and this is F2S Coaching. This video is dedicated to helping all of those people out there that are struggling right now with emotional eating issues. So if you find that you're an emotional eater or you're a binge eater and you are really struggling to take control of that, and you use diets and you use diet club cultures as a way for you to achieve results and to overcome this, and you've done that for years and years, then this is specifically aimed at you and I hope that it can really help you. Now, I myself personally know the burden of emotional eating disorders. I suffered from a binge eating disorder for 15 years. For 15 years, I would starve myself and then binge eat until I felt physically sick. This was an issue that took a physical and mental toll on me. It meant that my weight ballooned to 22 stone 10 pounds. It meant that I was morbidly obese, I was pre-diabetic, and I suffered from back and knee problems. It also meant that I had some psychological issues that had developed through this. I had food anxieties, body anxieties, I became reclusive, and I just felt complete shame and disappointment in myself that I could not take control of my weight. Now, if any of that resonates with you, if any of that is kind of connecting to you, then it could be that you're in that same place, or it could be that you're on the path to getting to that place. And I would like to help you to just overcome that. But I believe knowledge is power. So I believe that the more you know, the more empowered you can be to change. And sometimes that means taking on board some knowledge that you're not maybe ready for, or that you wouldn't normally necessarily accept. And this is where I'm going to teach you something that is going to hopefully empower you, but that at first you may find strange, or it may be something that is completely alien to you. If you have an emotional eating disorder and you have been using diets or diet plans or diet clubs for years and years to overcome it, here is the truth. You will never overcome it through those methods. There is not a single diet plan in this world or a fitness plan in this world that resolves emotional eating disorders, because they are a behaviour emotional issue, and there is no amount of food and no amount of fitness that can resolve that. And every time you go back to the diet clubs and every time you restart a diet and you know that eventually you're going to binge eat again, you're just smashing your head against a brick wall. You are using up energy that you do not need to use up. I'm not saying that you're not capable of losing weight, and I'm not saying that you're not capable of taking control of it. And I'm also not saying that diets don't work. They do work for people that do not have emotional attachments to food, or that people that are currently in the process of resolving those attachments to food. But for somebody that is in a heightened state of emotional eating, then they will not do a single thing for you. What you need is intervention therapy methods. You need techniques that help you to change what goes on inside your head instead of worrying about what you're putting into your mouth. That is the answer, and that is the key. And this is why food is not your issue. Food is not bad. The reason why you use food, that is your issue. That is what is bad for you. And so food has become a consequence of a problem and not the cause of a problem. But all of the time that you're focusing on diets and all of the time that you're focusing on losing physical weight, you are just placing emphasis on the consequence of your problem. And there's no resolution there. You need to work on the cause, and the cause is your emotional state. The cause is your mental health. The cause is why you feel distressed enough to need a coping mechanism. And until you resolve those things, you will never gain control of your physical weight. Those things are the reason why you gain weight. Those are the cause. They are the fundamental facts that you need to work on. And there is not a single diet plan in the world that's going to help you. You need intervention behaviour methods that can help you to create emotional relief, that can resolve the emotional issues. And then, and only then, will you no longer need coping mechanisms? Will you no longer need comfort from food? Because you will find that you are feeling calm, peaceful, relaxed, and all of the problems that have been causing you discomfort are no longer there. And this is the answer to weight loss. It is not dieting. It is not fitness. That's just part of the process. The reason why you lose weight is because you get your mind in the right place. And if your mind isn't in the right place, then you do not stand a chance in this process. Like I said, you're smashing your head against a brick wall. You will repeat the same cycle over and over again. And I know because I was a part of that cycle, and it is exhausting and it is draining, and it takes a physical and an emotional toll on you. For you to be able to start something completely new, That's an amazing thing. For you to be able to think, I am not dieting anymore, I am working on my mindset, there is freedom in that, there is power in that. And when you start this process and you begin to use the intervention tools that you can use to create the emotional relief within yourself, and food stops becoming a coping mechanism and it starts becoming a fuel substance for you, you will feel in control and you will feel empowered. And that in itself is a hugely beneficial thing. So for all of those people out there that are emotional eaters, that binge eaters, I urge you over and over again, I urge you, stop using diets as your answer. They will never be the answer. They will never be the resolution. You need to create emotional relief. You need to resolve your emotional issues. That is your answer. That is the way that you achieve your success. That is the way that you will overcome your food issues, that you will take control of your body, take control of your health, and you will take control of your mind. And I really hope that even if just one person out there hears this today and it clicks in their head and it creates a fire, a spark within them to make that change, I really hope that they can do that for somebody, because I know I've been to both ends of the scale. I know what it feels like to be completely ruled by food, and I know what it feels like to be in control of food. I know what it feels like to let my emotions take control of me, and I know what it feels like to be in control of my emotions. And I hope for all of you that you get to the level that I'm at, where you can be completely in control of your body and your mind, because it is the most powerful feeling in the world. But before you can do that, you need to understand that a change needs to come, and that change does not need to come from what you put into your mouth. It needs to come from what goes on up here. And there are lots of intervention tools that you can use to help that. I myself personally have qualified in all of those areas, and I have lots of tools that are available, and you can always message me for some advice and some guidance. I also have my book that's available that can help. But until you are in control of your thoughts, you will never be in control of your weight. So let's just create a shift in perception. Let's start a different approach. Let's start changing how we think. And when we start changing how we think, we start changing how we look, and then everything falls into place. Thank you.